All right, we're here with Wood Selig, Athletic Director at Old Dominion University. Mr. Selig, how are things going this May at ODU?
Things are great. We just had graduation about a weekend ago, so we're getting into our nice part of the season where we get to plan and prepare for next fall and the start of another athletic year.
Sure. Talking about planning, talk with Coach Martin. It sounds like you guys are building up everywhere athletically. A new facility here, a new field there. Talk about what has precipitated those changes here at ODU as you guys have started to grow athletically.
Well, our motto is championship effort, and we ask a championship effort from our student athletes, our coaches, our donors, our corporate sponsors, our administration. We believe if we give a championship effort, if all of us give that type of effort, then the results will take care of themselves with graduation rates and putting our teams in position to win championships. So as we move into Conference USA, it's been a great opportunity for us to really kind of reassess where we are with regard to facilities, our coaches, the support that we provide them, our student athletes, and in particular, wrestling was able to make a huge move by joining the Mid-American Conference and elevate its profile nationally. And after our first year in the MAC, we had a top 25 finish. So very, very pleased with where the wrestling program is right now and the upside potential with such a young program, what that means for us in the future.
Absolutely. Just thinking about this area, the Tidewater is so rich with an athletic tradition. What is the ceiling for a university athletically, not just in wrestling, but overall? How good can ODU be?
I think we can be outstanding. You know, in the state of Virginia, there are now 3 FBS programs. It's Virginia, Virginia Tech, and Old Dominion. So by elevating our football program to the FBS level, by moving the majority of our teams to Conference USA, we have completely elevated our profile and our stature within the Commonwealth of Virginia so that it's a 3-horse race. You know, there are, I think, 14 Division I athletic programs in Virginia, but there are only 3 who compete at the highest level. And again, that's UVA, Virginia Tech, and Old Dominion. So we're in some pretty good company.
Absolutely. Talking academically, Old Dominion University, specifically the wrestling program, they had the Elite 89 winner, Tristan Warner. You know, they've done well GPA-wise as a team. What has it taken? What do you attribute that to?
First, I think you have to recruit outstanding students, and Coach Martin and his staff identify outstanding students. When they come into Old Dominion, they're very prepared academically to do the work. Then you have to establish a culture of academic success and a high level of expectation, which Coach Martin has done very well with all the wrestlers at Old Dominion. And when you look at our academic success, there's only one school in the nation that has had better academic success, and that's Harvard. So when you're comparing yourself to institutions like Harvard, you know you're doing something right.
Absolutely. Speaking of Coach Martin, when you talk about passion and coaching guys with passion, Coach Martin's one of the first guys I think of. Talk about the first time maybe you saw him coach a match, and you know the way he's getting after his guys, getting after the ref, just really kind of pouring his soul into coaching these guys. What was your first reaction to that?
Well, when you go watch an Old Dominion wrestling event, when you watch any of the ODU wrestlers, it's kind of like 2 events in one. You're watching the wrestling on the mat, but you're also keeping an eye on Coach Martin on the sidelines. And never does he sit down, never does he take a break. He's constantly shouting instructions, encouragement, and very supportive of all of our student athletes. So it's a sideshow in and of itself watching Coach Martin during a wrestling match.
Excellent. You know, I tried to get you to say it, but it sounds like you are the precipitant for a lot of these changes. It sounds like a lot of the changes athletically here occurred when you got here. How much of it is you in your leadership here at Old Dominion?
Well, I think we were positioned very well with regard to our budget, with regard to our facilities, with regard to the team that we had in place, our coaches and administration. And when I arrived, we put a 5-year strategic plan together, and part of that called for monitoring the college landscape, which led to the move to Conference USA. We're about ready to start construction on an indoor batting facility for our baseball program. They're ranked 28th in the country with the RPI, And then we're also going to start a brand new indoor basketball facility for men and women's basketball. We're adding to our football stadium. We're going to add to the L.R. Hill complex that supports football, and it also supports women's lacrosse and field hockey. And then we have plans for a new football stadium on the river. So a very aggressive time frame that we want to do all this, but as the saying goes, if you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. So we're trying to make sure that we can put all of our programs in positions to win national championships. We've had 32 national championships at Old Dominion, and I honestly think that our wrestling program has as good a shot as anyone to bring the 33rd national championship back to ODU.
A lot of universities don't maybe see this level of support for the wrestling team. It's kind of the big sports get a lot of the focus. Why is it important for you or for Old Dominion to put a premium on expectations and support for the wrestling team?
Well, I honestly believe that ODU wrestling can be one of the premier programs in the country. So it's important to support programs that have real good chances for success, and wrestling does have that chance for success. We have a great coaching staff. The community supports wrestling at a very high level here in Hampton Roads. Our matches are routinely attended by thousands, and we wrestle in the Ted Constant Center, which is probably one of the best wrestling venues in the country. Great atmosphere. So who wouldn't want to support a program like that with the potential that we have at ODU with our wrestling program?
All right. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Selig. You got anything else for us?
Go ODU.
Thanks a lot.